Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimo?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimo?
Boy, that Simos makes you score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Praland.
And that's what they say.
Radio Caribbean International. The station that loves Carnival.
Solias to the end.
Absolutely.
Nice vibe. We escaped last night. We did, right?
Yeah. Well, you did. I escaped differently.
You escaped, yeah.
I escaped differently, which is understandable because tonight I have to deliver.
Pressure.
Yeah, so
you're getting home till daybreak tonight. Tonight, Marine Houston red. You know, you can't do red without Marine. And Tadia say looking forward to the outfits.
The whole world.
Yes. Marine, the pressure. Red reminding people of the parking arrangements. That's a story. I hope people are aware of it, the park and ride. I guess it's in a bid to assist the traffic going in. Not so much the parking, because there has been ample parking for some events at Beausejour, but if every vehicle tries to make it to that stadium, that's what the traffic people stuck for 3 hours. So they're trying to alleviate that. But the notices have been all over about the parking arrangements. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miami. Saying good morning, Miami. Miami in the house again. This time we have our native St. Lucian born Miami president of Miami Carnival, the boss lady. She's here for Juningston. Good morning.
Good morning, Teddy.
Finally, boy, Maureen, get her here.
I know. Finally.
It was that last warning that you gave.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yeah. We're going through, and then we, as we say, a lot to look forward to. The Breakfast Fest, how the carnival has grown. The bad, I just saw one of the Breakfast Fest bad, sold out, totally sold out. As you don't approach, no door sales. Really, the Grocer Carnival, that's a party started 3-4 years ago, 120, 50 people. Now at Beausejour is totally sold out. The Grocer, the Carnival, we always hark and allude to the fact that not so long ago, Marine, our Carnival Friday in St. Lucia, the only show in town was Sexy in Black, outrageous Sexy in Black. Was one fete owned by the radio station, The Wave, was the only fete in town. You went to your little panorama and then everybody trying to cram in the GT yard to one fete. Now, that died a natural death as things evolved, but in its place we have Mess, a massive fete for the youngsters, mud, paint and so they love it. Always sold out from the minute it is released. Then we have Bacchanal Blocko, which this year I'm hearing is sold out by Fusion Mass. That is a real piece one. Bacchanal Blocko short pants, real piece of t-shirt, baby tees, baby in suit for the girls, unless it's pressure for a few hours. They don't stick in that fit. Let's go. Popular and it's gone right through. Lots of fits. It's also soaked by Zuvo, another big one, massive one, and there's another. So 4 major breakfast events on call it Friday night Juve events and pre-dawn events from a situation a few years ago when he had one. The only party in town was the Black over at Gaiety. The carnival keeps growing. We saw Escape last night. The numbers, I could feel the pressure of Vail, Lance, Roston and Dexter and Company, the pressure for visitors in particular. When one knows the experience as a festival traveler myself, when you land in a carnival destination, you're not going to sit by the pool that afternoon. The pressure is on. The impetus is particularly strong when you've landed. You land for peace. You forget your phone at the counter at the airport because you want to go. You fought. Good morning.
That's not personal.
Yeah, good morning. That happened. And my brother Morris is a culprit. My brother, based in Miami, in Fort Lauderdale, is in fact a victor. Often, boy, forgetting Castries is too far, Maureen. You want to get to the action? Hotel, shower. I know people who have landed here and their mom, their parents, they see them for 3 days, you know. Just to leave the north to go check their parents downtown is too much. They just figure, they're missing the piece. There's a breakfast line there, you know. 3 days before they go and touch their parents. They call and say, I'm here, but that's it, you know.
That's true.
So you understand this breakfast fest on this Thursday is important. Wednesday, Thursday are the big arrival days, you know. The two big arrival days. For most carnivals, that's the window that people really come in, and so they want the piece. Speaking about arrivals, we have Joan is well placed. Joan Hinkson is St. Lucian, of course, and based they're doing great things for her team over in Miami, but well straddling the two carnivals and the cultures.
Correct.
Tell us, Joan, your own observation before we delve deep into your Miami Carnival as a proud St. Lucian, how you have seen the growth and evolution of our own carnival.
Oh yeah, it's just fantastic, Teddy. It's amazing. I've been coming here for Carnival for the last 10 years, I would say. And within this 10 years, it has grown tremendously. It's a force to be reckoned with. I know I've been to Trinidad Carnival, and I've played in Trinidad Carnival, and I'm telling you, there's nothing to be shy about. St. Lucians have nothing to be shy about to Trinidad Carnival. It is one of the most talked about carnivals, St. Lucian Carnival. Just love it, love the vibe, love the people. Of course, our people are great people, you know, very friendly, and that's all we hear about when visitors come in to St. Lucia. So it's a great thing, and we are on the right track to make this one of the best Caribbean carnivals.
Yeah, from Joan Hinkson out of Miami, and she limes hard with another Joan and some people.
Yes.
Another Joan. And they call her Auntie Joan. The old days was Joan Afro.
Joan Afro, yes.
Joan Lawrenson, big up yourself.
Yes.
Our darling.
Bufia, of course.
Bufia Pal, that's the side. Miranda
yes,
and her husband.
Yes.
That's the side, they liming
And
hard.
of course, I can't forget my husband, right?
Your
you know?
husband is right.
My husband, Mr. Justin, Phil Justin, of course. You
I know.
Yeah.
Good. We've had a chat or two.
Yes.
Also good. That side not missing a beat, boy. They liming hard.
Oh no.
You can't piece them.
We represent.
Yes, Miranda and them anchor table. They had book a table for the night, you know. Nobody is taking Miranda table, you know that. And they were there having fun, alternating, but always making sure somebody guard the table, keep the table.
Correct.
You know, they're not to lime in the breakfast fest. We're coming back to the Miami contingent in a bit. They smart, they open the batting, but before the pace get too much, they decide to come in early and get some quality time.
Of course.
They're getting squeezed out again, eh?
Of course.
So they were right there. And we're going, as you say, the touch, respecting the culture, our Calypso Monarch, newly crowned, ready. The ladies dominating this year, Marine. Intercommercial was a lady, in Kai Sukop. Keisha K won the soca, the groovy. And indeed, the Calypso Monarch Key went to ready. And so a very good run for the ladies. Of course, Ezra breaking the streak with the power soca. Let's see how the road march goes in the race. As reminding persons, the deadline would have ended last night, according to Claude Paul of the CMMC. The deadline for register, first time they're asking for official registration for road march. He outlined the reasons for that to ensure that the system works flawlessly. And so the deadline having expired at midnight last night, we'll be getting the names of the persons officially registered, and the public and the bands will decide who wins the road march. But ready was certainly ready on finals night. We are doing her tune. Which one are you doing? Sign. Give her a little mix.
Yeah, Miku
Sign Up and Miku.
Okay,
Yeah.
I go Miku first.
Very careful what you ask for, 'cause you might suddenly get
up your hands, you need a vacation.
Yeah, we're getting back to ready in just a bit, sorting it out. In the meantime, so fitting, so relevant. Arthur with Work on Pause. Work suddenly on pause from yesterday evening. Work on pause. The boss says, but you have to understand. You have to understand productivity blank out this week until Wednesday. Maybe the week after you're back to normal, you know. Productivity at a low, we have to accept that. We will make up after, but work on pause. Arthur.
Put up your hands, you need a vacation. Oh, na, International Steven. South there. Put up your hands, you need a vacation. Temporary resignation. Tell the boss that we outside. Just right now, work on pause. I'll be jamming till the morning. Yeah, work on pause. And we fetting till we see the sun. Yeah, work on pause. Right now, work on pause. Yeah. I don't wanna hear about work. You can call me unemployed. I don't wanna hear about work. That kind of talk don't bring me joy. Tell the boss I'm out of range and I'm spending all my change. Cause I done already paid. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All this stress really set. Pressure high go really set. Toxic vibes go really set. Come to jump. Actual moment pamele. Too long kaka savele. And nothing can kill the vibes. No way. Cause right now work on pause. And we jamming till the morning come. Yeah, work on pause. And we fetting till we see the sun. Yeah, work on pause. Right now work on pause. Back till the morning. Till the morning come. And it's jump till the evening. Till the evening come. Till the evening come. Car done. Wine car done. The drinks car done. And it's 5 till the morning. Vibes up like a new promotion. Tell them whining in slow motion. I say the only type of walking is the gal them walking up the west line, yeah. No cops say the line so sweet. No deadlines for us to meet. Free up like a paid holiday. There'll be party. Hear what I say. All the stress really set. Pressure high go really set. Toxic vibes go really set. Come to jump. Actual moment pamele. Too long kaka savele. And nothing can kill the vibes. No way. Cause right now work on pause. And we jamming till the morning come. Yeah, work on pause. And we fetting till we see the sun. Yeah, work on pause. Right now work on pause. Fet till the morning. Till the morning come. And it's jump till the evening. Jump till the evening come. Till the evening come. Car done. Wine car done. The drinks car done. And it's 5 till the morning. Yo, Arthur, let me start the bacchanal. Pause it, we go cause it. I say pause it, we go cause it. I say pause it, we go cause it. Hey, no work. Pause it, we go cause it. I say pause it, we go cause it. I say pause it, we go cause it. Yo! Nothing. Arthur Alley, International Steven, Vibes Production.
Yeah. We're back with Joan Hinkson and the Miami group from Miami Carnival, speaking of their growth and evolution. As you say, we're expecting later on the people from Columbia Red to pass through here and tell us exactly how ready they are for tonight, the big fete. The demand, but it's palpable. Maureen, you feel it, that everyone wants to go to that party. It's really a big lift. The return of Marshall has really excited people. He is growing from strength to strength, getting even more current and pertinent as he continues with his career. And Marshall, what would have sold it to it is his stellar performance at Jazz 2 years ago. He really, one of the greatest Marshall performances we've ever seen in our parts. He really connected with every note, every song, and so that has certainly whetted the appetite for persons wanting to see him. The memories of Marshall, a few would have missed it, heard the stories, and they don't want to miss it this time. And for all Carnival Festival travelers, we know how irresistible Carnival Friday is. is a no-brainer. You just nobody travels and stays in the hotel on a Friday, so you just must go up there. And the rest of the carnival fraternity are virtually seated at Friday night. You know, you're suicidal if you go against Colony Red. You know, you just allow that to go, and just don't lose your money.
Leave it alone, yeah.
Colony Red. You know us, we'll always come have a complaint or two from year to year, but that's where, you know, in all the airport authorities tell us, Maureen, in all suitcases they are red.
They have red.
And you know the ladies, they don't have one red outfit, they have a few.
Still coming on by.
Yeah.
You're coming with the red, but sometimes you reach and you feel like different energy.
Yes.
You know?
So, Joan, Miami Carnival, tell us how you're trying to enhance and improve it, what you're trying to do differently as you progress through the years. What is it, where you at now with improving and enhancing this world-renowned carnival?
Oh yes, we've been trying to change things, and we call it evolution this year. You know, this year we do evolution, go back to basics. As in the North America is very challenging to get a street parade in North America. So we're always trying to change and create a footprint that attracts more people from destinations around North America. And we're still trying to, what we're doing this year, again, we have, for the mass bands, we have 15 mass bands on the road. We have the biggest Juve in North America. We have 22 Juve bands, and we're talking about a Juve band with 4,000 revelers. Yes, 4,000 revelers, 5,000. We hit 5,000 last year on one band.
Wow.
Yes, and we keep growing. It's 50,000 people through the gates for Juve. So the challenges we continue to have, is the venue. This year we're trying to change the venue to a more street parade venue. We are, dotting our I's and crossing our T's, and making sure that we have all of the signed agreements before we release the venue. But this is a new thing for us this year. We have the footprint, we have the map, so it wouldn't take us too long to make sure that we have a great parade. Juve is going to be at the same venue. We have that confirmed. The bands are out. Costumes are selling. We have 3 bands from New York, and we have the other bands, local bands. We have bands from, St. Lucia. We have bands from Haiti. We have bands from Trinidad. We have all of the Caribbean fusion of the bands taking place from Jamaica, of course. Of course, we can't forget Jamaica. We have one of the biggest bands is from Jamaica, actually, Gen X. So we're looking forward to a great year again this year. It's been challenging for us since COVID. The numbers came down after COVID, but we're trying to build it back again. That's why we call it evolution in 2026.
Yeah, and I know you've been very keen on spearheading some cultural exchanges to get that exchange going, particularly the Caribbean diaspora, the Caribbean region, to get pan sides, to get artists. Where you at with this level of exchanges, and has St. Lucia been in the loop at all?
St. Lucia has been fantastic partner since it's been 5 years. We've been partnership with them, and it's given us great exposure from both ends, both in St. Lucia and in Miami. Their launch to this weekend of Carnival has been very successful in bringing people to Miami Carnival. So we've been very grateful to at least feature the artists from St. Lucia. Last year, for the first time, we had the Denry segment, which was, it was fantastic. They had a fantastic show, well received on stage, and it's great. As I'm from St. Lucia, it's great to see my countrymen being exposed on the main stage, and I want to continue that. That's our number one goal. So hopefully we can continue that partnership for a long time, even when I step down, which is very soon. They don't want to. I keep saying that, but we have to train and make sure that we have succession plan, because we're not here forever. Trinidad is also a partner. Antigua, Barbados, who else, John? Bahamas. But St. Lucia has been very strong for the last 3 years with Miami Carnival, and we really do appreciate that, and hope, thanks to the tourist board led by Dexter and Chris. These guys are doing a great job. I'm so proud of them. To see them, just grow St. Lucia Carnival the way it has been. So, we thank the whole of the tourist board for partnering with us. And we really do appreciate this. I can't say that enough.
Yeah, and the challenge has been on, you mentioned the tourist board here, Tourism Authority, to keep the numbers in the face of fierce competition.
Yes.
The islands are not complacent. They're really pushing. We see the emergence and the surge from Grenada.
And St. Vincent.
St. Vincent was always
Yes.
a strong carnival
Yes.
from way back. St. Vincent, St. Lucians used to go by the hundreds to St. Vincent Carnival. We were in awe and admiration. That has changed now. In fact, the numbers from St. Lucia going to St. Vincent have really dwindled because we occupy the same space in the summer. They are a week ahead of us, so
Yes.
People don't leave their carnival during their carnival season.
To travel,
Artists
exactly.
or revelers don't leave, so St. Vincent would have suffered from the growth of our carnival as far as the tourism is concerned, getting that going. Speaking of Joan Hinkson from Miami Carnival, we always like to give our visitors a sprinkle and a taste. We're not throwing Powell for Joan Hinkson. We're not throwing talk for her, but that song is simply trending, lying and crying. She would have heard it, you wouldn't. It's not directed at you.
I love the song anyway.
Shemi G.
Yeah.
Don't trust them woman at all. She lying. With your dinner right. Look at you in the act. You ready to catch out attack. Playing wrong and strong. You're right. Calling your person back. I don't know who was it. But I check her vibe. Now she's calling me. With jazz in her eyes. Even if she crying, she lying. Boy, don't trust them woman at all. Even if she crying, she lying. Boy, don't trust them woman at all. Just the other day, we end up in a fight. The girl pack up she things and she call her ride. I don't know who was it, but I check her vibe. Now she's calling me with tears in her eyes. Oh yeah, you could cry till your well run dry. Girl, why don't tell me it's your woman knows like he says and give them vitamin D or iron. When it's your turn, just enjoy your time. He said, even if she crying, she lying. But don't trust them woman at all. Even if she crying, she lying. But don't trust them woman at all. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. Woman acting as if it's man alone. Is man alone not doing things? I don't have time to go through your phone, cause I already know I go get slim. Look up at you in the act, you ready to catch a attack. Playing wrong and strong, you're right, calling your person back. I don't know who was it, but I check her vibe. Now she's calling me, with jazz in her eyes. Cry till your well run dry. Can't why don't tell me it's your woman knows like he says and give them vitamin D or iron. When it's your turn, just enjoy your time. He said, even if she crying, she lying. But don't trust them woman at all. Even if she crying, she lying. But don't trust them woman at all. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. She crying, she lying. Even if she crying, she lying. She lying, she lying. She lying. She lying. She lying.
Lying and crying, a big one up to yesterday at Escape again, send the crowd crazy. They're loving St. Lucians, like visitors, loving this one. A nice ditty to spice up the carnival. June, we're speaking of the tourism, the travel, festival travel. A St. Lucian listening now in any part of the world. Let's start with St. Lucia, home base. How do they get to and make arrangements to get to Miami Carnival?
Fantastic. What they do is visit our website, miamicarnival.org,
Right.
and you click on travel, and right there you would get the hotels, the travel agency, make it very easy for you, one-stop shop. Again, you just go to our website, miamicarnival.org, click on travel, and you would get to the hotels and the travel agency to get your full package to travel to Miami. So I'm personally inviting all Lucians to Miami. You get the red carpet from me, and make sure my number is 305-987-8292.
Repeat that.
305-987-8292, personal escort to the Carnival Gate, okay? So I'm inviting all Lucians to join us in Miami Carnival, which is October 9th, October 10th, and October 11th.
Yeah. How does the traffic compare? Domestic U.S. travel, Caribbean people or visitors from within the states, New York and so Atlanta, coming to the festival with. How does that compare to numbers coming out of the Caribbean itself?
We have a greatest number coming out of New York. Out of New York, yes. Caribbean travel, yes, but the top travel is, I would say, New York City. From England, we will have people coming from Switzerland, Canada, a massive amount from Trinidad. We have a great St. Lucian base in Miami also, so we have a strong contingency coming from St. Lucia. So, it's kind of even. John could talk more about the numbers, but we do have a lot of travel coming from within North America.
Yeah. And how have you fared competing now of late with the plethora of carnivals? You started early Miami Carnival.
Oh, my God.
But in every borough now in the States, everybody has a carnival.
Has a carnival.
I keep being amused at that now. And somebody last week or week before Texas, some parts of Texas, B-Town, yeah, and the surrounding areas on fire with carnival. I see what. Where is there not a Caribbean-style carnival in
every single state has a carnival, and more or less most of them, we say the festival because they don't have a street parade. It's very small communities. Just in Florida,
a string of fetes.
Yes.
And Orlando is growing too.
Orlando is growing for the first time in 2026. I mean, they will leaps and bounds from 2025. The bands have not grown. They had about 4 bands, but the participation from the community has increased tremendously. The entertainment. Again, they've taken a page. All of the carnivals have taken a page from Miami Carnival. We were the first carnival in North America to have a competition stage, like the Caribbean.
Right.
And so now every single carnival in North America is trying to put on a stage and we were also the first carnival to have a dual entertainment while you're having simultaneously with the parade, then you have the concert. So Miami was the very first carnival to do that. And even Trinidad tried to do that also. They took our footprint from COVID, the way we handled COVID. We were commended by one of our sponsors, our greatest sponsors, which is the Cultural Affairs, Greater Miami Convention Visitors Bureau, and also Visit Lauderdale. Our 3 main county sponsors have congratulated us on all that we have done. And we've changed the way we do carnival. When I took over the reign in 2009 as chair of the Miami Broad One Carnival, I changed the footprint to make sure that we divided the operations and the administrative duties, which made our success and making sure we had one team, like St. Lucia, having the administrative team and having the production team. So I'm being very proud of that, led by our executive director, Mario Zamora, and he's been doing a great job in making sure that we have a successful event. Year after year.
Caribbeans, in fact, the carnivals throughout the Caribbean and indeed the wider diaspora always face pushback from the authorities, some restrictions, some constraints. Has been an issue from the Caribbean to the hours to, also, we know New York famously when the NYPD move in at the restricted time. You sense that there's a little tension sometimes to keep the restrictions on the Caribbean carnivals. How have you fared with the authorities in Miami in trying to grow the carnival?
We've been very, very fortunate with that. We've had a very good relationship with the authorities. We're the only carnival that has an open container during Carnival, that you could drink freely on the road, alcohol freely on the road.
You know, that's not often seen in the States.
Exactly, and they've been very cooperative with us doing that. We have the permit. They gave us the permit to do that. Everybody's free to drink what they want on the road. Also, that you know, we go till 11 o'clock because we're the only ones. New York is 4 o'clock, but we have the Carnival parade and the music, which is entire state of Florida. The music has to end at 11, even at your home, outdoor events. So we are very fortunate with the authorities that they've cooperated with us. This year we have a big challenge, as you know. I'm not sure if you know the DEI in the United States. The governor has placed a lot of restrictions in the different community parks. Right. So that's one of our challenges in 2026, and that's why we're looking for new venues to make sure that we stay within the constraints of the authorities.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes.
We sense that we're aware that I'm asking the situation now. America is not good old America. There are lots of restrictions, and so to keep the vibe going, not killing the carnival. Also the balance. Every Caribbean country now being asked to maintain that delicate balance between the traditional features, you with your Juve and your parade of bands and competition, vis-a-vis the string of fetes, the massive lineup of fetes carnival, to keep the balance and keep the meaning in the carnival. How's that going? Because there seems to be no end of fetes in Miami.
Miami had last year 2025 had 101 fetes for the weekend.
I'm not doubting. I wouldn't doubt you.
And it's unfortunate because it takes away.
That's what,
it's not like the Caribbean. You come to the Caribbean Carnival and you have Carnival Monday and Tuesday. It's all about Carnival Monday and Tuesday. In the United States, the promoters don't care about Carnival Sunday. They just have fetes around the carnival, during the carnival. So it really affects us from a financial and cultural position. So we reach out to the, what we're doing is meeting with all of the promoters and letting them know we have to preserve the culture. It's not all about fete, but without the carnival, there's no fete. You can have a fete, but it's not going to be as successful if we don't have carnival. So they have to find a way to support the carnival, to making sure that we survive. Yeah. And we all survive, you know, because there's a balance, you know. You have to have the fetes, yet you have to have carnival and keep the culture going.
As I said, the challenge faced right through the carnival, St. Lucia being no exception. That balance to maintain the rootedness and the meaning of the carnival, the ritual, that is the justification for the government's investment and so on. That why the country and the taxpayers' money is that's the reason for the festival. Around it, the fetes have been built. So the challenge not to let the fetes overwhelm the meaningful traditional aspects of the mass, and you confirming that you have a similar challenge in
Yes,
Miami.
we do, yes. And especially in the United States, you know, you have, in the carnival itself, we have no control permits for the private fetes. So they could go anywhere and have any fete at any time once they have their permit. So it's always a challenge.
Yeah, and you know, the access and the advent of social media makes it so easy for a promoter at very little cost. The flyer goes viral, and that's it. You see another 10 fetes every carnival, you know, coming through and establishing. We're speaking of Joan Hinkson, the head of Miami Carnival, as we prepare for the big Color Red. Thaddeus Antoine trying to rally his troops to come down the road. Marshall Montano, Skinny Fabulous, and the rest to do the radio tour, hoping they could pop in here before we end this morning. We know the big artist, Murray, not easy to get them out of the bed early in the morning. You don't tell Marshall to do an interview. You're hoping in a mood to do an interview. So we're looking forward to that. You don't tell Double M. Early in the morning, and you know, now we have all his rituals and meditation and so to get in place before, you know. As Marine friend, I won't get involved in that at all.
He better get the pot come to the interview. He better get a pot come to the interview.
He will at some point.
What time?
I think the sound check was done yesterday, not sure. They're trying to get that out of the way yesterday at the press conference. We're looking though for the benefit of St. Lucia and the visitors, the order of appearance of the carnival bands come Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Number 1, Expressions Carnival Band, that's Barry George and so. Number 2, Just for Fun, the big band, Junior Jump. That's where you jump in, just for fun, or you cool in the VIP? What are you doing?
Not jumping, watching.
You're relaxing in the VIP, take it all in.
Yeah.
So number 1 Expressions, number 2 the big band Just for Fun, number 3 another very big band, that's two of the biggest bands in St. Lucia, Zuvo. 1 Expressions, 2 Just for Fun, 3 Zuvo, 4 Tribe of 12. Good morning, Adrian, Beverly and company. Over in the Tribe of 12, they dominated the awards as is their custom in the King and Queen of the Bands. They're looking to be impressive on the road. So Tribe of 12 will be at 4. At number 5, we have Fusion Mass, Crystal and company. Dwayne, good morning. Number 6, you have Legends Carnival Band, Patrice and Chloe Bailey are both in, I'm told, to lead that band. They have their own section in that band, and the likes of Zenaida Janella leading Legends. The veteran, the indefatigable Patsy Ritchie, Royalites Extreme, she is still in there holding her own at number 7. Number 8, we have the new Nexus Mass, first time being judged. They were on the road last year, but not officially judged. And number 9, we have Local Foreigners, interesting little gathering. They did well at Denry Carnival, hoping to justify their place in the National Parade. And of course, at number 10, Island Tribe, the former Toxic Carnival band led by Jason Hollinseed. They are growing every year, and so they're number 10. We're running through again. Wasn't always asked to repeat. They want to know the bands. Number 1, Expressions. Number 2, Just for Fun. Number 3, Zuvo. Number 4, Tribe of 12. Number 5, Fusion Mass. Number 6, Legends Carnival Band. Number 7, Royalites. Number 8, Nexus. Number 9, Local Foreigners. And number 10, Island Tribe. They've been doing their vibe and continuing. Getting back to Joan Hinkson as we build up to Color Me Red and all the fets on the weekend. Also reminding you that the road match registration has ended. Juve, some 10, in fact 11 Juve bands, very healthy indeed, the Juve bands, the biggest being the Back in Time Carnival Juve band. They are in ready for early 4 o'clock on the morning of Monday morning. Lots of fets on the weekend, including Indulgence, there's Rum Bucket, and a host of fets, but Monday and Tuesday will see the culmination. Our French neighbors are in by the hundreds again. They have bought out the Coco Palm Hotel in Rodney Bay. That's the central. The Guadeloupans come months before. They come with cash when they come across and want to pay. You see, but there's all kind of wire and facilities, but no, they come, that's part of the tradition. They come with the Wulu, as we say in Patois and St. Lucia, and pay their hotels. That is the hub. Rodney Bay turns French, the heart of Rodney Bay, and they have the big reception tomorrow afternoon. We welcome the presence. They add flavor, culture, and indeed artistry to our carnival. We're going, Maureen, a taste for... Joan is our visitor now, you know. She's not a St. Lucian, she's a visitor this weekend. From
Always a solution,
yes,
always a solution.
One of an hour nearly, the feta opening.
So this beat the party can't done. Fetting all in the blazing sun. Now live till the party done. And when I reach here, the vibe must grow. No need it. Just do me a favor. Link me now or later. From I have that paper. Let me live my neighbor. Yeah, we do business, no that behavior. Put a hole in the effect like crater. Pass me the drinks, man, don't need no waiter. Somebody turn the party on. Call the party open for all away. Yeah, the party open for all away. Yeah, the party open for all away. Yeah, the party open for all away. Any feta done open it. Pasta done open it. Any feta open it. Feta open it. Any feta open it. Pasta done open it. Any feta open it. Feta open it. In the middle of the day, man, go wild out. Don't need no time out. Team fresh, pile out. Walk around and find out. Team come to study nobody. Just good friend and company. I
song. We'll go Stop It Stacy next. You have that, Maureen? Stop It Stacy. Well, we get our wrap up from June, and John might want to chip in just to add some flesh to it. June, your final word to persons listening throughout the St. Lucia diaspora, not only on St. Lucia, but certainly through the United States and the UK, where most of the carnival lovers are based, the carnival traveler, festival travelers. Your final word to them before John gives us his pitch.
Yeah, I'm just encouraging everyone around North America, Europe, St. Lucia, everywhere. Just come to Miami, experience our great carnival weekend. Starts October 3rd with the Junior Carnival. Then we have, of course, Panorama, the 9th. The 10th, the greatest Juve in North America. Can't miss it. And of course, we culminate with a great lineup of mass bands. We have 19 mass bands for sure. And of course, we have a lineup with the parade and the concert, the live concert, which starts from 11 a.m. on the 11th and ends at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is pure vibe and pure mass and pure music. So encouraging everyone to visit us in Miami and thanking all of St. Lucians, thanking you, Teddy and Maureen, for having me on today. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling being back home in St. Lucia.
Right.
Can't miss it.
And it feels good to see you taking in the activities. You're very much involved. I see you liming hard.
Oh, yes, can't miss it.
Yeah. Good morning to June, Bercia, and the whole side, Miranda and company. The linemen, they can't leave them out at all.
Yeah, and I have to shout out to Lorraine Sidoni. Thank you so much from Events St. Lucia.
Right.
And of course, Tamara
Tammy
Gibson, thank you for your hospitality. Dexter, thank you for your hospitality. It's been Chris, the whole team. Thank you so much for welcoming Miami Bar One Carnival team. And we look forward to many, many more years together.
Nice. We'll go to another of our outstanding tunes as we build up there to Waiting Radio Caribbean at some point. That the artists from tonight, Marshall Skinny and Company, coming through for their pre-event interview. But we're showing the world what we have. Maureen, Stop It, Stacy, Twazi. It's caught the imagination of many. A very outstanding performance, great vocals there, and a new wave of soca.
You know what?
Carnival morning. Extreme. Why I girl bring it up so? Man, them outside waiting their turn. Lucia, stop it, Stacy. Stop whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Stop crying, honey. Only whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Stop it, Stacy. Stop whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Stop crying, honey. Only whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Standing up by the side of the truck, watching all them girl bubble up. 2 by 2 in a tight formation, man them outside in frustration. Baseline drop on the rhythm nice. She glance once, then think twice. Soon as I step in his own on a friend, she whine alone. Girl, I see you, you see me. Why you acting like you don't see? You don't wind up on your bestie. Now come share wanna with me. Stop it, Stacy. Stop whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Stop crying, honey. Only whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Girl, them up on the vibe just right. Bumper flinging left and right. She laughing, having fun, but I still waiting for my turn. Wine and dip with a friend all day. Wanna call, she look away. Girl, I ain't vexed, I just saying. Share the wine with me, yeah. Girl, I see you, you see me. Why you acting like you don't see? You don't wind up on your bestie. Now come share wanna with me. Stop it, Stacy. Stop whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Stop crying, honey. Only whining on your bestie. Come whine on me. Back it up, whine on me. Standing up on the side of the truck, watching all them girl bubble up. 2 by 2 in a tight formation, man them outside in frustration. Baseline drop on the rhythm nice. She glance once, then think
another example of the music, the good music coming from St. Lucia this year, particularly the groovy, really outstanding indeed, and the view of most St. Lucians and visitors this year over at our carnival. We want to mention some other limes happening. People like a nice little lime. There are two happening at Bannon in the Latok area. Tomorrow afternoon, the hardest hard having their chill down lime, the final chill down, where there'll be music and drumming and pan throughout the afternoon. Relax and meet people from diaspora and otherwise. Next door at the band at White's Place, there is the band way outside having their jam. Isai Hall anchoring that one day as the ex-tempo king and also the best MC in the Caribbean. He is full of personality and really leading the way. There's 4-1 band, the popular jam band. They will be there providing music throughout, and also there will be performances by the likes of Herb Black and Ashanti. They start from 3 going till about 8 o'clock. But an ideal carnival Saturday lime. Nice lime to cool out and really meet people and build up the vibes. Meanwhile, the Juve package is 170 EC. That's a giveaway, all inclusive on the road. You really have some low prices here. The other, some 170 all inclusive on the road is really a steal. And so they're asking persons to join up and sign up while the jam and lime tomorrow, Saturday, from 3 to 8, Isai Hall leading the way with that one. And of course, next door too, there is the big lime from Hardest Had Juve band. You playing Juve, June? No, you take up a pause on that one. June, you know how to pace yourself, boy. You're trying to overdo it and be mashed up on. Yeah.
It's energy for Marshall tonight.
Yes. So we go into that, and nice to see the build up this activities coming through. Before we go to the time check, we'll get the final words from John on some numbers, some figures, as we say, just the final pitch as we get people to approach and come to Miami Carnival.
Yeah, well, excuse me, my voice.
We understand.
The price I paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But no, the numbers are looking good this year, and the last 2 years, as Joan had mentioned, our culture, as we know, it is under attack. And so events, black and brown events, have a challenge, and we're no, exception to that. So we hope that this year, now that the fear of ice raids have cooled down and things like that, that folks will, our numbers will return to their previous levels. But before I completely lose my voice, let me thank, the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. That's the local tourism for Miami, and Visit Lauderdale in Fort Lauderdale for their kind and generous support. We do put heads in beds, as they say, in the tourism industry, and so they are behind us 100%, along with the Miami-Dade County Department of Cultural Affairs, the Cultural Affairs Council, the Miami-Dade County Mayor, and her board of county commissioners. And I want to welcome Pateri Cocktails, one of our newest sponsors for this year. We have actually seen a good surge in sponsorship interest this year. Let me thank TD Bank, who has been the presenting sponsor for the Junior Carnival for the last 11 years. And thank the city of Lauderhill as well for their support over the years. So the numbers are coming up, and we look forward to another successful Miami Carnival. This year we're celebrating 42 years. Can you imagine? Yeah, and I'm 45.
Congrats, John, congrats indeed. And we look forward to great things. A number of us will in fact be in Miami this year after a break of a few years, coming to enjoy it. And we hope to have a blast in Miami.
I hear Maureen coming. It's true.
I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that.
You can't. You keep promising and promising.
A few of us.
It's lies. What is your name again? It's lies. Lies.
So we'll see you in Miami later this year, October,
Yes.
definitely late September. And looking forward to enjoying that as Maureen goes to a time check.
Yeah, man.
Good vibes. See you at Colombian tonight.
MIA BRO Carnival on the Instagram one time.
Nice.
Wonderful. Thank you, Teddy. Our time is now a minute after 9 o'clock, and that time is made possible with the compliments of Ferrens Ice Cream.
Something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor, I gotta have Ferrens Ice Cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. The cream. Whoa, I gotta have it. 'Cause only the best will do.
Ferrens Ice Cream, bringing back delicious memories.
Yo! See her again! Yes, sir. Only better call 911 right now.
911, what's your emergency?
Call the police for me. You know why? Why? Guess why? This carnival, I dead like a criminal. Once I end up in a vet, I taking a hostage. It's nothing personal. My motive is bacchanal. So baby, rise to the call. Let me take you hostage. I want to hold you up in the bed. That's all night till we soaking wet. Watch out, baby, you won't regret being my hostage. Carnival has bring up the worst. And tonight I'm quenching my thirst. So don't mind if I misbehave and take you hostage. Whoa, Lord, I'm feeling swampy. Call the police for me. Inside this carnival, I'm hunting like an animal. Don't get to be cordial. I taking a hostage. Don't
Got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties. Love life and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties Ice Cream, distributed by Ferrens Foods. Live a little.
St. Lucia, the wait is over. The grand finale of Lucian Carnival is here. On Monday, July 20th and Tuesday, July 21st, witness the true spectacle of Lucian Carnival Parade of the Bands. As the streets come alive with dazzling costumes, pulsating music, and unforgettable carnival energy. Experience the culmination of the festival with an electrifying 2-day jump up like no other. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your flag. Parade of the Band, July 20th and the 21st from 10 a.m. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that. Presented by Bank of St. Lucia Limited.
Courts presents their 2026 all-range event. Be inspired at all Court stores nationwide. Come see what's new in everyday furniture and appliances. Get a chance to win an Indorama 30-inch stove with appliance purchase of $5,999 or more. Great deals on TVs and wall mounts. Everyday great value on mattresses. Bedroom bundle deals up to 25% off. Be inspired at the Courts 2026 all-range event. Affordable convenience for your home. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Offer ends July 25th, 2026. Conditions apply.
Oh, man. Just my luck. I can't get to the airport in time now to pick up the mother-in-law. She gonna mess me up.
James had one job: get there. But it looks like his battery life was low. And now his mother-in-law is going to have every reason to let her daughter know just how unreliable James is. She'll never let him live this one down. Ever. Don't be like James. Make sure you get where you need to with the all-new Maximo battery. Available island-wide at all automotive art stores and leading gas stations and part shops. The all-new Maximo battery now comes with an up to 2-year full replacement warranty for installation and free maintenance check at Automotive Art. The all-new Maximo battery. Get there.
Somebody jump on the rhythm. Let me rest it, boy. Let me rest it.
Hey, Teddy. Definitely, yes.
Yeah,
man.
the build up
This
is
one's
onto the carnival. We went through the parade of bands. There'll be pan on the road. We're told there'll be steel band on the road. A lot of elements. There'll be also a traditional carnival display on the Monday and Tuesday ahead of the revelers coming in the various bands. So the attempts to keep the traditions very much present in the carnival parade as we come through. And so we are looking to keep that alive. Thaddeus is minutes away from his group from Color Me Red coming in here for the final blast of promotion to go through all the arrangements for tonight. Color Me Red, the big fete, anchoring St. Lucia Carnival. It really does the festive part, the fete part of it. Carnival Friday, a big day in any carnival in the world. The Carnival Friday is, and so Color Me Red is a big attraction. Of course, HP has before that his Carnival Fete, Saka Fete. Nice to see the guys who have made the industry benefiting from it, being entrepreneurs too. I'm so heartened by that. The likes of HP and CDL having the events, TC Brown as a tent leader, ensuring that they get their part of the carnival and not just being employees, but in fact creating employment too and getting some of the paper being made in the industry. HP2 continues its versatility as we get ready for Thaddeus coming in a while for the final Color Me Red promotion. We do have HP who continues to show his versatility, multifaceted as we say, as an artist. HP.
Somebody jump on the rhythm. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Brace, girl, push it back. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Girl over there, let me waste it. I didn't come for wasting time. I came here for wasting line. From time you see me there flat on the junction, just put your waist in line. Yeah, and brace yourself. Party back, so pace yourself. Come here, don't chase yourself. From my walking, what? I have no time for no problem. I have no time for nobody. No story. From my walking, don't have time for the he say. Don't have time for the she say. We there. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Brace, girl, push it back. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Girl over there, let me waste it. For the day, when I reach the man come to play, I don't care what nobody say. If you feel I'm wasting time, baby, from my walking, I have no time for no problem. I have no time for nobody, no story. From my walking, don't have time for the he say, don't have time for the she say. We there. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Brace, girl, push it back. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Girl over there, let me waste it. Everybody say, hey, drop for the day, drop for the day, drop for the day. I don't care what nobody say. If you think I'm wasting time, baby, from my walking, I have no time for no problem. I have no time for nobody. No story. From my walking, don't have time for the he say. Don't have time for the she say. We there. Boy, yo, yo. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Brace, girl, push it back. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Let me waste it. Girl over there, let me waste it.
Abudu dam da da dam da dam da dam. One to dam da da dam da dam da man. You best girl, I talk to them already, you know this. Hey boy, do come with your hands swinging. Do come with your hands swinging. Hey, abudu dam da dam, abudu dam da dam. One drop. Never have no money to go to fete, but you always want free ticket. When you check your pocket, an empty wallet is like you always in debt. Hey, when it come to party, you just checking for free entry. That's why I call you Mr. Complimentary. Some of them just like too much freeness. Oh yes, they like the fifth mall. You can't tell them nothing at all. If you see them down in a freeness, watch them outside getting it good, getting like they in Hollywood. Boy, do come with your hands swinging. Do come with your hands swinging. You come out to lime, but do have a dime. Is magic that you doing? Hey, why do mash it up, you'll win. Beef mall, that's their specialty. They don't pay no money to go to no party. Just give them a wristband up on entry, cause they like it free. When it come to party, you just check in for free entry. That's why I call you Mr. Complimentary. Some of them just like too much freeness. Oh yes, they like the beef mall. You can't tell them nothing at all. If you see them down in a freeness, watch them outside getting it good. Getting like they in Hollywood. Boy, how they like it? Free up, that is the plan. Free up, just jump up and free up, fling up your hand. Free up, how they like it? Free up, that is the plan. Free up, just jump up and free up, fling up your hand. Free up. Chocosi, that one not a power jeté. But let me tell you about them, you know. You see some of them there, you know how they behaving? It's like they never have. Never have. Never have. Never have no money to go to fete. But you always want free tickets. When you check your pockets, an empty wallet. It's like you always in debt. Hey, when it come to party, you just checking for free entry. That's why I call you Mr. Complimentary. Some of them just like too much freeness. Oh yes, they like the beef mall. You can't tell them nothing at all. If you see them down in a freeness, watch them outside getting it good. Fetting like they in Hollywood. Boy, how they like it? Free up.
You're Taddy red, boy. Red. Oh, God. Seeing red. And I seeing red.
Boy,
Popo, boy. Popo in the corner there.
I hot this morning, boy.
Hot
already.
But I find I have a problem. How we no see him cup Teddy here, fine.
Not yet.
No. When you enter tonight.
Well, how we reaching the mix up tonight?
When you enter tonight, and when I see the outfit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
If it's on the basis of reward, then that cup is ready for me.
You need a chalice. Look at how you looking. You know, Marshall was liming in Escape last night. Being mobbed by the people with love non-stop. Tell us how it's shaping up for tonight.
You know, Marshall did an interview yesterday, press conference, and he really showed the love he has for St. Lucia. And he really, when you listen to him and the in-depth knowledge that he has and where he's been and his appreciation for the music, and you know, he paid tribute to G6 as well and said, he longed to work with G6, and it was so unfortunate that he passed without, and they were already talking to work on some stuff, you know, also Skinny Fabulous. And incidentally, both of them came to the island. They've been 2 days ago, they've been on island. They both went down Soufre. Taking Sulphur Springs, relaxing, and that's the very thing we ask people to do when they come to St. Lucia. Even St. Lucians themselves living here, you know, Carnival, there's the fetting, but there's the culinary, there are the vistas, there's the Sulphur Springs, the waterfalls. Experience the country, experience a vibe of the country, and just be relaxing in the country. So it's not about just pure fete. We're asking you to experience the country as well, and you know, having a Call Me Red as a major event that anchors, as you said, the St. Lucia Carnival. It gives people a reason to come to St. Lucia. I mean, you know, in the years, certainly in the years, in your Carnival days when you managed Carnival, Teddy, Carnival was a weekend. Carnival was Friday to Monday and Tuesday. That was Carnival. With the onset of Red, and then we started the rivalry just for fun, right? You're now having fetes upon fetes, which created a real vibe for St. Lucia and made St. Lucia very popular and a place to come to, not for a day or weekend, but for a week, 2 weeks. And more you realize the window is getting wider and wider. We've had visitors in St. Lucia since last week. I mean, with Wow last weekend, Wow, probably about 50% of the people at Wow were visitors. You know, who came earlier. As long as the events are great, people will come. They come early, they hear about it, they want to be part of it. So, you know, Red Carnival is very happy to keep playing their part along with RCI to play the critical part and having a great event for Carnival, which is Call Me Red. Like I say, we all set. Marshall is still resting because of his shenanigans last night. Really enjoying St. Lucia. Fellas moving around like mafias around the place. Long lost friends, you know, all meeting up and skiing the same thing. You know, these fellas, they're more Lucians than me because the places they tell me about and where they going, how he going by Nesto for fish. You know, they made a special fish for him, you know, and things of that sort. Who go in Debawa last night? I said, what Debawa? I have never been to Debawa. first time,
You know all the pieces,
and the first time they go in Debawa last night and stuff like that. So when you call them this morning, Lee calling the fellas this morning, the fellas say, lay, what you dog, lay. First guy wake up.
Lee,
You know,
Lee get
so
the picture,
we say, you know what? Rest yourself. Marshall did his song check last night. It was a great song check. He ran through it and
That before escape? Before he came escape?
after escape. After escape,
Wow.
we're talking about 10:30 in the night. That's when he got there about 10:30 and started doing his song check, and he ran through it. I can tell you, there are lots of surprises tonight.
Okay.
He, as usual, he has learned some of the songs.
Mission songs?
You expect that, of
I
course.
don't think we saw at RCI boy, the mix where you had mixed Gallop and
Gallop, it's...
In there you could find if Hyper find out
He has, let me tell you. And can I tell you, what I heard from him last night with some of the Saint music, like what?
That's a highlight for me.
This fella should go down to Marshall's studio or someplace and we record it.
Yeah.
Because, listen, that band, the band, I mean, yeah, they're samples, but they were playing on top of the samples. The drummer, the keys, if you hear how, let me tell you.
I see you try not to name the songs.
No.
You try not to name the songs that you'll be touching. Listen, I remember he instructed Gallop, remember Hyper how to perform the song, how to perform the song.
Not only that. His dancers.
They have it?
His dancers have the dance down.
Wow. Listen, I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight. Taddy, tell us a run through. You know, things happen, but people like to get a sense. Give me your running order, the basic timelines for the show tonight. We're starting about 8:59?
No, we're starting 8:30.
8:30.
We have a very long show.
Right.
We're very keen on putting our St. Lucia artists on the show. So we have the best of St. Lucia on the show. So we have DYP. He's doing their own thing. And we have the best of St. Lucia. And the St. Lucia especially runs where we're doing some groovy. We have a January segment, a proper January segment, some good January segment artists we've not heard for a while, like your Mighty, your Black Boy, your Tally Boys in there and stuff like that. You have the Piton Soca Star winner, Andrew, doing his biscuit and some other things, you know. So that is in there. That is in there. And then you have your likes of your HP, your Ezra's, your Skinny Fabulous is there anchoring the if you like our pre-Marshall set. And you know, we have Shemi J. Even though they're crying, they're lying.
Marshall, they packed most issues tonight.
We have it. We have Keisha. The Queen is there. Keisha is a lone female on the show. And she's there. You have Sly, the captain, you know, although I prefer his other song. You know, I made sure. And this is one thing we did when we sat down with Penn as being a musical director, and I said, listen, this is how we want the show to flow in terms of the artists, and this is the songs that we want. And we call the artists out of respect for them, because you can't tell people what to sing, but we say to them, we suggest to you to sing those songs, and those songs in that order. Is a party we having. You're not having it where you come and you're not in competition. You're not competition. You're a party we having. We think that's how it's going to flow. And to all due respect to them, they said yes. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's work with that.
And Penn will keep the control on it.
Yeah, keep the control on it. Yeah. So we come to party. We're not coming people to stand up and stuff. It's pure pace and movement throughout, and getting the best out of St. Lucia, and for them to, I said this is a platform for you to promote yourselves, and we're giving you the avenue to do so.
What, your estimation, roughly, what time you see Marshall coming on, if you had your work?
Marshall will be coming on about 12 o'clock.
About midnight?
Yeah, about midnight.
That's what I expected.
He's doing an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we're around there. Because we want to be mindful the other events. In the morning there's Mess. There's Mess. There's Blocko right there on the promenade. So we want people the ability to leave there and go there. And you know, some people, you know, like Maureen, they had to go home, pretty up again to go in a mess. You know, I never anything like you're pretty enough to go in a mess. You know, pretty enough to go in a block hole. You know, things like that. So we want to allow that, and you know, we don't want people rushing on the road and getting involved in accidents. We want them to take their time, go home. Even though it's an hour snooze you take, you know, something, a power nap. Or I say to them, the apps, there's your alley, the different people out there. Hire a chauffeur. You find it in the long run is cheaper for you, cheaper for your body and your health. If you're going to hire somebody to drive you around, you know, you pull together, particularly the ladies, you know, running solo, 4 of you all, 5 of you all in a vehicle, and let somebody just drive you all around from point to point. Yeah.
Study driving. Take them through that park and ride. Make sure the country clear on that park and ride.
Yeah. Given the numbers we've had at the event, and more so like last year, we've had, I mean, the place was ram last year, to the point that I could tell you what we've done. We've taken over the entire Beauséjour Darren Sammy ground for the event to extend the entire ground. I mean, when you walk into VIP this evening, you'll be quite surprised. We've changed VIP substantially. We've never done VIP like that. We have 12 food stations, 12 bars in VIP, separate. There's a lot. Just to ensure, it is one thing I hate to see. It's people on lines.
Yes, long lines.
There's long lines for food. To me, people shouldn't be on long lines for food. Like you come to beg for food. Whether you're complimentary or you're paid to enter there, I do not think that people are there. I didn't eat last year because I'm not going to know that I'm not.
Right.
I just find it's not a good look. You'll always get some lines, but I'm talking about long lines that's snaking around the park and stuff like that. We can't have that. And we made a decision to spend some more money to get it done. I know, unfortunate for us, we have great sponsors in Bank of St. Lucia, who's our presenting sponsor, all the bank that you need to make it happen, who specifically targeted the VIP. I mean, when you think of the managing director for Bank of St. Lucia, Rolf, he's very keen on great events. He's a feta man, a party man. He appreciates culture, going to the, he really supports Carnival throughout the Carnival on the whole. And he wants to ensure that the VIP is done properly and is done in such a way that if for him, for his own standard, it meets his own standards. And I agree with him because it's supposed to meet my standards as well. I got angry last night just seeing, well, you know that. Because I spoke to you, we sat at the table now, I could not believe after we spoke to the caterers and said, listen, no lines last year, no lines, and saw the lines there. It just threw me off altogether. So we're hoping this year with 12 stations, 12, if we still have lines on the 12 stations, I finish this thing. I can't do no more.
And by that, people always say the control is also on your numbers. When you seal off your numbers, your VIP, you know the ratio. And the formula, so you have to shut off the people.
I understand when you tell people, you tell your boy, send me a VIP, or give me a compliment. I say, boss, we've already catered. No, I'm not eating, I'm not drinking.
and you bend on the pillar. They themselves cussing you, They were talking your VIP about that.
So I was saying, for the park and ride, we've said to the public, and we're asking really the public, please cooperate with us. And if you cooperate with us, you'll be able to enter the venue smoothly and exit the venue smoothly. So we're saying for people coming from the south of Grizzly, and we're talking about the Moshi Gap, whether you Moshi Gap or Viesique, you come up and you go through that back road there, going into Moshi Lafayette, right, or to Viesique, and you go through the Kaimaji Road. That's a one-way road.
That's how you
it's
enter.
not a two-way road.
That's the only way you enter.
That's you enter when you come from south. Right? That's the way you enter, and you get into the Kaimaji Road, and you have a smooth way in.
From Monjuro, you turn into the Moshi Gap.
You turn the Moshi Gap, smooth way in. And that's if you have a parking pass.
If you have a
parking pass. If you don't have a parking pass, the parking rides available. And we've really assured, so we have parking rides. So the Bois d'Orange shopping center there, the new mall, by Northern Electrical on the other side of the road, and the police will facilitate us doing the right turn, the buses, the shuttles doing the right turn. The buses are complimentary. And we send you park there, and we're doing coasters as well along with buses, and the buses have been taken through with riders, of our riders, to get you directly to the venue. Boom, 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 boom. And out is the same way. On the promenade, there are lots of buses there for you on the promenade as well to take you back. And the way we've done it is that in the past, we'll say we hire buses and they'll tell the bus, we'll give you a flat rate, this is your rate and stuff like that. So at the end of the event, the bus driver pick up some woman already, going about his business, you can't find him, or he lineman in the fete, you can't find him and stuff like that. But he has to get a cheat to get paid.
Okay.
Right? So no cheat, no pay. So if you don't get nobody, you can't get paid. So it's worth their while now to be there. All right. So you have buses, but you also have coasters who tend to be more responsible because they're working for a particular company, and they have to be at work as opposed to persons who have their own private vehicles doing the event. And if you're coming from north, and when we talk about north, we talk about Rodney Bay, Capeston area, Rosalie itself. You could enter the Wing Bosage Road and go around the Wasco Pond. Into the Bosage with a parking ticket as well. Again, we have park and ride at the Aquatic Center is available as well. Right next to Indies, between Indies and the Rodney Heights Supermarket. That's a park and ride as well available there. And there's a spillover at Johnson Center as well. All park and rides available.
And there are buses at each one of them.
There are lots of buses, and if you're taking the main transportation in terms of you taking a minibus to the venue, you could get off by the Aquatic Center. There's a bus terminus there. Get off there, and you'll get a park and ride available for you right there as well.
I think Hyper ready for the mix, the old Marshall mix. Is there? Just memories that
Yeah, lost we had.
You say he's doing a lot of that this year, treating some local hits in his own style. Orlando. What's the real name, boy? Orlando Philip. Orlando Philip. There's a quiz. You win a ticket. I shall do a ticket for that, Hyper. Let's go.
Every year people complaining. Every year is the same thing. Rag, flag, are getting pressure. They say they want something to heat up temperature. Have no remorse. We say we coming fit like that. Everybody, gallop. Stop. Behind the truck. Kick up. Everybody go now. Giddy up. Stop. Get in back of the line. Get in the line. Get in the back of the line. Are you ready for carnival? The thing about this song is it have no remorse. This year I come in fit like I go with a gallop. Stop. Pick up. Stop. What you doing it now? Giddy up. Who are the one for? No. Who are the one for soca, mana? So Lancelot, Pringles, TJ, Ricky T, or Psycho, Ricky T, Psycho, Ricky T, Psycho. We have on the song, we have no remorse. This year we come and fit like everybody. Gallop. Stop. To the back of the drum now. Kick up. Take my mic. In there.
Yeah. Color me red. Put something in the air. Lasso. Now gallop. Run to the back of the truck. Pick up. Giddy up. Hey. Now stop.
Hey. Psycho.
Yeah.
I want to gallop too.
You want to gallop?
I have a donkey. I can gallop with a donkey.
Yeah. But let me show you.
They don't want a donkey.
Let me tell you. The girl don't want no donkey. She tell me that week. Give her a stallion. One that Richard pick. Donkey too tired. Time he does waste. They request the farmer to pick up the best. Gallop. Pick up. Put him back on the truck. Giddy up. We going in line. Stop behind. Hey. Crazy. People, I love y'all. And I know y'all like Psycho. Y'all love Psycho. Psycho sick, right? Psycho sick.
Psycho.
Yeah.
I love your pants.
Yeah. Big up.
You look like you're riding a real horse here tonight.
Watch your vibe. Big up my tailor. Amede, why you there? So put something up. Amede.
In there.
Yeah, in there. Yeah. Y'all like Psycho? Put the lasso up. Lasso.
Everybody.
Lasso.
Faster now.
Lasso. Now gallop. Run. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Road match.
Road match.
Box.
A sample there, a touch of Marshall, his treatment of local hits, and Taddy say, expect a nice little medley of that tonight. He's touching a few tunes tonight. And he heats up the performance. We're expecting him just before midnight, Marshall tonight, but a bumper local show, local artists coming on with Pen and DYP.
Marshall is saying, I want to whistle.
Oh, there's a hint.
Show him the man whistle.
There's a hint.
And can I eat biscuits?
I think he connected to bit. I saw online.
He said, am I allowed to eat biscuits? I don't know. He said, am I allowed to eat biscuits?
Yeah, it's a clip. Looking for tonight, crazy. Taddy, your final words. A moment to remember Marshall Backboy. The memories of the previous Marshall shows. The memories of the previous Marshall shows. Boussejou wasn't easy, boy. How many did? 4?
5. Marshall he did 5 in a row, and he said he wanted to be 5 in a row again.
Right.
It's the encore. Encore is not 1 year. He said encore is 5 to make a 1 encore. He said that's how he make it out there.
Sure.
He said, why it takes so long to have us come back so late? He complained all yesterday. I said him the price, boy, the price.
You should know that.
The price that we wouldn't bother mention here, the price to get Marshall.
So I just want to take us through. Go ahead. Yeah,
sorry. A joke. Desmond Skeet rest his soul, tourist board before he passed away. Big meeting. I was to go to Canada the next day for tourist board, and he meeting and Boussejou opening first match at Boussejou. Remember?
Yes.
And he said Marshall Montano for the break for the lunchtime. He called Marshall mother and said, "Well, you want him for 20 minutes? I know that's your price, but for 20 minutes, what's the price?" He said, "What's your name, Mr. Skeet?" Marshall Jesus Montano doesn't go on a plane for less than, let's say, 80,000 US at a time. It could be 2 minutes, it could be 10 hours. Marshall Montano doesn't go on a plane for less than that. Don't come if no 20 minutes and 40 minutes. Why? We laugh in embarrassment. She said, don't come in as Marshall Montano. You about 20 minutes. You hear about in that plane at all. You're talking our price. You decide you could do 10 hours if you want. Well, there we go, you know?
When you have a brand, you maintain your brand, you protect your brand. That's what it is. I want to take us through the slow of St. Lucia artists. We have DYP doing their own thing. We have Arthur Allen, King Arthur, Kisha, Sly, Shemi J, Devon, Momentum. We have C-Dale. You have Tally Boy, the Whistler Boy. You have Tension, Actimo, Andrew doing Biscuit. You have Mighty, Rocket. Yeah. You have Black Boy. You have Guada G. We have Bouillon there. Guada G from Dominica is on the set as well. We have some Bouillon, Guada G. And you know, you have some stingers, Hollywood HP. You have Nerdy. You have Ezra. You have Skinny Fabulous. That's the second segment, not the first segment. The second segment. Because the first segment, we have Elmo and the guys doing this thing, opening up the band, opening up there. They coming on first, right? And then you have that segment, and then you have a man, multi-talented, Hyper D, in between the set to mash up the set there and get ready for Marshall. Right? The best of our best. So for our visitors who did not get Soca Monarch, or not seen our artists there, they will see the treatment. Because outside the competition, the treatment is even better, you know, a real party. So you will see the best of St. Lucia artists. And as Barry always says, look, I want the DJs to hear them. I want the DJs to see you. So artists, I'm saying that this is a platform for the foreign DJs, the visiting DJs, to hear your music, see you performing the reaction, and see the visitors seeing your reaction. This is your platform. Come off and show off tonight. Show off your thing. Dress, your best outfit, and come and party the people and show the people why they have to now hire you. Take you to Miami Carnival, take you to London, take you to Canada, take you to Trinidad, because they have now seen that you can move the people, that you could be the people, you know? So Teddy, that's me this morning. I just want to really say, well, I let Barry go, and I come back to thank our sponsors, our partners, who really make it happen. But Barry's here as well, you know, and Barry's a true solution ambassador, and he's always a support Red RC and what we do.
Hello.
That was Wednesday, so hello. Morning, everybody. Morning, world. Morning, St. Lucia. Morning, Vaval Central. I don't know if you know, but the gentleman to your right was out last night having a time, sir. Yes, he too. Exactly. Having a time. You know what I mean?
Thanks, buddy.
Everybody escaped last night.
He's traumatized.
Nah. I'd like to actually say something to the artists. Artists,
You have an amazing contribution of tracks this year. Please make sure that your team does what they need to do so your song does not stop at UNORA International or, you know my age, VG. Please, we have a shot here. You're listening to the records, you're seeing the response. We have a shot. Come on, teams, we need you guys to swing this bat because the music this year, I'm just watching Hollywood play his record last night. Oh, goodness, yeah.
So that HP tune, boy.
But that's what I'm telling you. It's how, it's a presentation, go all in tonight. Like, that extra outfit, the sneakers that is in the box, take it out the box and wear it tonight. The jacket you were saving for a party in October, get a next jacket for that. Bring your A game tonight, because Marshall will not give you 99 or 100%. He never has, and he never will. Neither will Skinny Fabulous. These artists believe if somebody pays their hard-earned money to come to a show, that they deserve their money's worth. So everybody, don't hold back. Give 1,000%. Even the DJ across the he tell me bring down a brand new outfit just to DJ tonight. And I tell you, I cannot wait. I am excited. I'm leaving here. I run in 2 errands with Auntie. One for Mommy, one for Auntie. Then I'm going in my bed and sleep for 4 hours. Yeah. I intend to be here. Whoever else ain't here with me will get left behind.
We're passing through bad a little bit. Blessing bad. The breakfast fest, I heard it so loud too, but it's the carnival going.
No, but you not there. I mean, you use Mr. Visa face.
That's the point. And Teddy, I want to thank, I keep telling people, without your partners, it can't happen. Your partners having a social conscience, and every partner that comes on board is a partner that's investing in St. Lucia's culture, investing in St. Lucia's economy, investing in the people of St. Lucia and how we grow as a country. So I really want to thank Bank of St. Lucia, who's our presenting sponsor, RCI, who is our partner in presenting partners in there. We have Windjammer, who came on very nicely. La Belle Helen, who was presented for one of our artists, and Windjammer, some of our artists are staying in Windjammer as well. Windjammer is doing very well in supporting our artists. We have Bounty Rum, St. Lucia Distillers. We have Travel and Leisure Center, Mr. Popo, who books all our flights, creates all our flights,
Cool and
all our concierge services for us. JP Chanette, Campari, Grace, Hennessy, Henny for the honey, that's what he said. Yeah. Peter Bear, Strongbow, Cap Maison, King Ocean Services, take all our freight services. Yeah. And I could say to you, every patron that enters, in general tonight, is going to get a cup on entry along for a rag. We bring back the rags in the fets. Right. So you say you don't have a rag in, we give you your old rag that night to torso, fling around and stuff like that. And likewise, as expected in VIP, you will get your cups as well in VIP as well. So we have that. King Ocean was one responsible for bringing that down for us. So we want to thank them for it. We have Jack Daniels. We have Flow supporting internet services. We have Tropical Shipping, Exile Vapes, for those who have bad habits, that's there. We have M Motors, and you have the opportunity to win a BMW tonight at the venue. Yes.
No, we're not breezing over that. No. We're not just breezing over that. We would like kindly facilitate how we can win. No, you'll stay right by my mother home. Please tell me how one can win a car. Thank you, sir.
As long as you purchase a ticket.
No compliment, please. Compliment,
You have a chance to win a BMW this evening. Compliments M Motors. We have Blue Waters, our water supplier. We have Veterans in Sports Inc., Alvin Malikan, also a supporter, and Tito's Vodka, and many other sponsors, partners that come on board. So this evening we look forward, and we want to really thank our partners, our sponsors that are coming on board, support the event and make it happen for St. Lucia Carnival. And as I said, we're very pleased. Red, 20 years of doing Call Me Red. Wow. And you in the industry, Barry, and any event that could last that long tells you that we've been doing something good. And we've been pursuing it over and over, and we keep listening to you, the audience, to you, the patrons, whatever you say to us, it's not good, it doesn't think. We waiting. We push back at times, but we wait, we take in consideration and say, listen, let us fix this, let's make it happy. Because it's always about the patrons. It's always about the patrons. And that's why we keen that when we give acts, the acts are quality acts, and put on the event. We want you to come and enjoy yourself and come and have a good time. Again, cooperate with the police. There'll be lots of police around, much more police, and the police not cheap. Much more police around to help you. Don't park in people's yard. Oh, guys, please, let's be reasonable. Don't park in front of a gate if someone is home. Do not park in someone's driveway. I mean, don't do that. Just think of that's your driveway. That's your gate. Please. Let's be reasonable. Let's think of others and not just ourselves. Please. That's all I ask of you.
You highlighted on something. It's been 20 years. First of all, major congratulations. Who was your first headliner in year one, if you can remember?
Destra.
It was Destra.
Destra.
Was Destra?
Destra. In fact, our first show was supposed to be on a Wednesday in Gaety, and there was a tropical storm, and someone called Dawn French, who was the head of Nemo, called and stopped the event and said, can't happen, period. And we had to push back, and we ended up having the show on a Thursday. So the first show in 2006 was actually on a Thursday because of the storm had to push back and flights canceled. But it was headlined by Destra with the Atlantic Band.
Wow, Atlantic.
Yeah. We also had Thing That here as well, what's his name, boy? Not Rupi, what's his name? He had to sing the song, oh God, was it, Dan, oh God.
From where?
From Trinidad. He had sing the Trinidad song as well for the team, the football team.
Trinidad? No.
Maximus Dan. Maximus Dan.
He was touring with that, but that's at the time.
Yeah. Maximus Dan was also at the event.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise.
And then 2 years later, we brought down Patrice. Boy, and Patrice came in a cat suit, a puma, tiger cat suit. One of the cat suits that Marine in there. But them there. And then Iowa, boy, Iowa's not been the same since. It's not been the same, boy. And Patrice do things on that stage. Nothing on that stage, So we've had some great with TZ over the years, some great artists. The year we had to call it recession. Things are so bad, think we can't afford things. We say, well, boy, we are recession. We move. It was $20, $25 for the show with Nagiti. We brought down Burning Flames from Antigua. Mash up the place.
You still do.
Yeah, we've had some great artists over the years. I love great artists that touch the stage. Name an artist we've not done. I don't think we've done really the greats out of
the big ones.
Tian Winters. We've done.
Tian.
We've done Tian.
That's my boy, man.
We've done Ricardo Drew.
That's my favorite.
We've done some great artists. Orlando.
But it's ready. You can tell us no long talking, Hyper. You guys have the Marshall mix there?
Well, before we go, I know Tali kind of forgot it, but this weekend is actually the Red Weekend. So Friday,
Red Weekend.
Let me read.
Brunch.
Sunday, brunch. So we have
Friday. Boy. I'm talking about Calgary. I forget about brunch. Boy. My team will not forgive me.
Yeah.
Red brunch.
Red brunch on Sunday.
Yes.
Is the place to be. You finish sun up, indulgence. I know you fresh up. You have to like a Marine. You have to go home because Marine. They go follow Marine.
Marine has outfit changes.
Yes.
We have to get it right.
We have to get it right. Outfit changes to do and stuff like that. But after that is Red Brunch, and we go late. We jam in, and we have Barry's boy Edwin Yearwood.
Yeah.
Edwin Yearwood is in the house, right? With DYP and our acts coming through again. A local acts coming through again. Stony Hill. And we've changed the layout this year to improve the layout, the setting of the venue.
Park and
It's
ride.
an all-inclusive and park and ride in place again.
Where's Park and ride?
Park and ride from the stadium and also the Aquatic Center.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Red Bunch, tickets available.
What time is starting?
And then 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Tickets are available.
That means you coming through 3 o'clock.
Thank you so much, guys, for making it happen.
We go on.
Again, blame Hyper D, because of Hyper D is why the artist was partying last night. So this is Hyper D's fault. Hyper D's fault.
We're going to make the Marshall mix.
Great fets.
Are you ready now? Showtime in 5, so let we start it. It's not the bass from the truck or your heartbeat.